Hey, PopRockers, how's it going? Paul with you right now. Hey, I recently sat down with Paddy McRae from the Dreggs, and we spoke about their new single, Peeps with the Goods. It's off their album, Caught in the Reverie. Yeah, we had a great chat, everything about music, and guess what? The album launch, all sold out. Can't go to it, never mind. But you can get to their other shows. They've got a big world tour coming up. They're going through Europe, New Zealand, Australia, and when they say Australia, they are going all around Australia, which includes Western Australia. Woohoo! Yeah, that's a win for us and a win for music. Now, if you, as always, if you like what you're seeing, don't forget to like, love, share, subscribe, and follow. And as always, like we always do, video clip at the end of the interview. So make sure you stick around and enjoy it. Cheers. Bye. All right, Paddy, welcome to Pop Rock Radio. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm really good. It's yeah, glad to have you on board. We're fast steaming towards 200 videos, which is really good. But
Amazing.
This is about you guys, not about us. You have a new single out, Peeps with the Goods.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tell us all about it.
Well, one of our more interesting singles. We actually got a chance to write and record this one with Matt Corby in his studio at Rainbow Valley Records.
Yeah.
Which is actually going back a year ago now. But yeah, Matt Corby's one of my all-time favorite artists. So to be able to work with him on a track was insane. So I'm super stoked about this track. I'm happy it's out there for the world to hear it.
Because it comes out in a couple of days, doesn't it? That's right. In a couple of days, it's out.
No, it's already out. It came out last week, week 4.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, the album's out on the 26th.
Yep.
Caught in is it Reverie?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. 26th of April. So everyone has to pre-save that, and they can do that by going to the QR code on the screen, and it will have a link in the description, so you can go there, which will take you to the Dreggs web page, and you can book the tickets to the shows. Now, I saw the shows. You're doing a huge tour. You're going everywhere.
Yeah, we've been flat bickies lately. So we have an album launch tour the day of the release of the album.
Yeah.
Which we're doing. I think we're doing 5 somewhat intimate shows in the 1 week.
They're all sold out too, I believe. Is that correct?
Yes, yeah, they're all sold out.
And
then we shoot to Europe for a month in May.
Yep.
To do the Europe leg of the major tour, and then as soon as we get back, we jump straight into our major Australian run for the tour.
Yeah, what I like about your Australian tour is it comes to WA.
Yeah.
Everyone.
We've always had a very big love for WA, so we really try and get over there when we can.
Yeah, there's a huge everyone says, "Oh, we're doing a Australia tour," and you can guarantee there's no WA shows on there. If you're lucky, you might get South Australia, but yeah. I think Tones and I just did that. She just released an album, released a tour dates saying she's doing a big Australian tour and doesn't come here, but never mind. We got you guys coming. So yeah,
plan B.
Yeah. So all right, I've got a whole heap of questions to ask you. I'm going to start off with the basic generic ones you'll probably get asked in every interview, so you'll probably have the answers rolling off your tongue. And then we'll get into some other questions that no other adult will ask another adult in an interview. So a bit of fun with them. But so there's yourself, and there is another person in the Dreggs, Zane.
Mm-hmm.
You and Zane, you got together back in 2017, I believe.
Yep.
How did that all come about?
So we actually met through both of our exes.
Yep.
The girls that were dating at the time, they all went to school together, and I just come across Zane on social media through the girl that I was seeing, and she kind of teed up a sort of jam meetup with them. Cool. And then we just clicked straight away, and then we dumped them, and then ran away together.
And you still run away, like you're going to Europe and then another big tour. But I was
Yep.
going to read this off. I don't have all the names to the singles, but I've got in
Mhm.
2017, you released your first single, Give Myself
Mhm.
to You. Then in 2018, there was a 6-track EP. Then two more singles. And then I believe 2019, two more singles after that.
Mhm.
220, there was 5 singles. 21,
Potentially.
three singles. And in 2022, another 3 singles. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, yeah, we
And
are
now the album.
now finally the long-awaited album.
Yeah. I've only ever asked one other person this question, but how do you keep coming up with music like that? That's a lot of music to be pumping out.
Um, yeah, it's we're trying to constantly write.
Yeah.
Um, you know, we've I mean we tour quite a lot, so we try and write when we can.
Yeah.
It gets a bit hard on the recording front because there's only so much time in the year to record when you're touring constantly.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're always writing. I've got my trusty little writing book with me
Yeah.
wherever we go, so I can write on the plane or write in the car or
Yeah.
write at the venues, even if it's just a lame little poem or something.
Yeah.
At least just get something down.
So have you developed any habits or any rituals you do before you sit down to write music, or do you just go out and write?
Just try and write.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to tell you that there's a romantic story about some sort of weird and wonderful ritual that I
Yeah.
do, but I suppose writing it's a journey that we're really trying to narrow in on lately, and
Yeah.
trying to discover like actually how to write and how to consistently write.
Yeah.
And yeah, I suppose it's just an element of just really trying to sit down and I try and I suppose organically the thing that probably I do most of the time is I'll probably sit down, start writing, and write an absolute piece of trash.
Yeah.
But I need to get that out of the way, and then once I've gotten that out of the way, then usually it sort of starts flowing a bit better.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So what from creating this album that's going to be coming out pretty soon, what would be your fondest memory of making the album?
Aside from working with Matt Corby,
Yeah.
um, probably working with one of our mates who actually works with Matt,
Yeah.
Alex Henriksen. He kind of helped produce and record most of the album, and spending a lot of days in the studio with him and just hanging out, and sort of he's the kind of guy that you can go camping with
Yeah.
1 minute and then spend some time in the studio the next minute.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of really fun times
It's
hanging out with Alex.
You've just about answered every one of my questions I had prepared to ask you. It's not very good. Anyway, it was good. It's good for me because I don't have to worry about asking the questions. You're answering them. It's like it's great. But when you perform, because obviously you're doing, like you said, you're touring, always touring. What is the best thing about doing that?
Traveling's one of them. Traveling's a really amazing element of performing, getting to
Yep.
see new places and meet new people as well. You come across a lot of weird and wonderful characters on the road.
Yeah. Where's the best place?
Um,
Where's the best place you've performed at?
oh, dare I say it, WA, West is best.
Okay.
um,
What's the
yeah.
worst thing you've had to eat while you're touring?
Worst thing we've had to eat.
Yeah.
Oh. Um, I had a shocking bout of food poisoning from oysters just recently, actually.
But you're the second one to
Um,
say oysters in the last week.
really?
Yeah.
That
I can't believe it. Yeah. Well, there you go.
was Paddy grown.
Yeah. Alrighty. Okay. Now that were the legitimate good questions, and now we're into the bit of the childish ones, and it's like a little segment we like to call "Get to Know."
Mhm.
So we're going to ask a little bit more personal and maybe a bit more childish questions, but it it helps us get into the mind of the creator of the music. So,
Mhm.
are you ready?
Sure.
Okay. What is something only you do that makes you you?
Well, that's a hard hitting question. um,
See, I've got this thing where I've got to keep moving my lips and keep licking my lips, and it looks really weird. I look like a camel or something, but That's
Oh,
my
okay. We're talking like that way.
yeah. That's my quirk. That's my little quirk. Yeah.
Right. Oh, I bite and click my nails with my teeth.
Oh yeah.
Um, like really, really, really badly. I do it when I'm like stressed. I do it like without knowing, and
Yeah.
all my friends and
Yeah.
family and my partner pull me up on it
Oh,
all the time.
all right. Are you a Star Wars or a Star Trek fan?
Star Wars.
Yep. Coke or Pepsi?
Ooh, I'm gonna throw a
LA
curveball.
Ice.
It has to either be Pepsi Max in a glass with ice cubes,
Yep.
or Coke Zero from the bottle,
Oh
from a
yeah.
glass bottle.
Oh, yeah. We've had a few done a few podcasts over the last week, and the ice cubes keeps coming up. The ice cubes keep coming up, and basically, it's back in the day. I used to like work in pubs and clubs and things, and when I order a drink now, I don't ask for ice from a nightclub or a bar because the cockroaches that run around the bar because of all the sugar and what have you. And so, like, there's been a question like, have you ever had like gone to get a drink and you've had a drink and you've got something crunchy in it when you thought it was
Oh,
supposed to be ice, but it's not ice, and it's always gone back to the cockroaches. But
I'm glad I know that now.
I never ask for ice, and people say, you don't get any more drink in it. You're just getting. Don't drink the ice because I don't want the cockroaches. Anyway,
Fair enough.
what's the first album you've bought?
First album I bought,
Yeah,
it would have to be Johnny Cash live at San Quentin.
cool. The first concert you went to?
Oh, first concert I went to, would have to be an old sort of. They were like a bit. This was years ago. A band from a bunch of mates. Um, Probably about maybe 15 years ago.
Yep.
And they played a local show. Um, yeah, so they were called Same Time.
Hey.
Yeah, a while ago, 15 years ago. So,
Oh, cool.
first probably big act like I ever went to probably was Bruno Mars, I reckon.
Oh yeah, cool. Okay, what was your first car?
First car was a 1996 blue Toyota Camry 4-cylinder.
Cool. Okay, where were you born?
I was born. I was born in Caboolture,
Cool.
southeast Queensland.
Yep. A food you just cannot eat.
Zucchini.
Cool.
Can't stand it.
Oh, all right. We've got 2 questions left. What is your favourite subject at school?
Aside from music, it was probably English.
Yep. And last question, what is your all-time favourite song?
We found each other in the dark by Sitting Colour.
Cool, yeah. Oh, wicked. So let's get back to the music. Let's get back to Peeps with the Goods. That's out now. Is there a video clip coming for it?
Not professionally. We've
Yeah.
floated with the idea of doing maybe like a one ourselves.
Yep. So, all right. So there's not one coming. Well, there might be one coming. We never know. It might. Hopefully there will be. That we can then stitch it onto the end of this. But we'll pick another video. Like we said before, we'll put another video on the end so people can have a listen. All right. I've got a couple other questions here. What is the best piece of advice you've been given that you like to share?
My mother once told me when I was a grom,
Yeah.
that it's who you are in the face of adversity which defines your character.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good.
And that is a motto that I still entirely believe in.
Yeah.
Full-heartedly.
Yep. So now, okay, well, the album's coming out on the 26th. We've got the single Peeps with the Goods coming out. Has any other songs been released yet? Or they...
So we've had 4 so far. So
Yep.
we've had Peeps with the Goods, Places, For Your Love, and Take a Little Time.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to take this one as a given. It must be being received really well because were you not the 24 Triple J's Unearthed first featured artist of this year?
We were.
How's that feel to be featured artist on Triple J?
It was really cool. It was a really lovely surprise
Yep.
to be welcomed with that at the end of last year.
Yep.
Yeah, it was cool. It was, we've always really loved the support that Unearthed has given us, and
Yep.
so to sort of put that on the plate was amazing.
Cool. Now, if you couldn't have that and you couldn't have a music career, what would you be doing?
I would probably be actually. I before studying music, I have 2 degrees, and my goal was to actually work for the federal police.
Yep. Oh yeah. In what department?
I really wanted to work in immigration.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty interesting. It's amazing the different types of people that we meet and speak to, and different career paths that could have happened if they hadn't chosen music and things. So,
Yeah.
but okay, apart from the concert tours and the shows coming up and the trip to Europe, is there any new music coming? Have you worked on anything new that might be coming up in the future?
So we're actually releasing one more single before the album.
Yep.
The week of the album.
Yep.
Other than that, we're just working steadily on the next album.
Yep.
So we haven't got any plans after this after Court and Reverie, but yeah, hopefully after this little stint of tours, we can start getting some even more music out.
Do you take a break? Because like we went through the list before, that's a fair whack of music, and now and all the shows you're doing, and yeah, do you ever get to have a break and holiday?
There's no rest for the wicked here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're pretty flat pickies. We've actually been having a lot of conversations with management lately, just to sort of maybe take a step back and find some more time for us.
Oh yeah, you definitely need it. We don't want to see you getting burnt out, because we want to see you keep on rocking and keep on going and flying the flag. Now, if people don't understand your genre of music, it's more of a folky style. Is that what you'd call it?
Yeah, it's like I suppose like indie kind of folk.
Yeah.
We're trying to redefine our sound lately, and I think we're trying to sort of maybe put a little bit more rock elements in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's great.
Yeah.
I totally enjoyed listening to Peeps with the Good. So everyone should get on the streaming services and stream it, download it, share it with your friends. Oh, excuse me, I'm losing my voice. I got to drink some more water. But yeah, make sure to get on there, and if you get that QR code on the screen, that'll take you to the website for the Dreggs. And obviously, like I said, we'll have the links down below. But Paddy, thank you very much for joining us on Pop Rock Radio and giving us a brief insight into your life as a musician, the single coming up, the album coming out, or the single that's out, the album that's coming up, and the tours. Like I said, get on the website, folks, and book your tickets, because they are selling out really fast. So, Paddy, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having me. It was wonderful.
Yeah, no, well, hopefully we'll catch up with you when you're in WA, and we can get a photo op, and we can, really show your music. Thank you very much.
Great.
Yeah, no, take care.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks.
I'm tired of feeling like I'm losing control of where I'm going, where I've been and where I'm headed. This heavy room full of people who don't give a shit about who you are or how far you've come on your own. Silence is deafening. These walls are crumbling. This room feels empty, but it's full of wolves howling at the moon. You never give a damn about me. You never even looked in my own way. You never even tried to lend a helping hand. So I'll do it on my own. Yes, I'll do it my own way. Well, it feels as if I've never been so far away. This road leads to nowhere, but I'm coming home, yeah, I'm coming home. I know that London's cold and there's nothing in my suitcase again. Well, I'm not here, I'm somewhere crumble.